Greetings, everybody. This is Sabin Dimitrov, aka Dinsvo the Wolf, and it is a pleasure to have you guys here for this next video. This is a pretty cool thing that I worked on back when I was in high school. This was my senior project about, uh, 9 or 10 years ago, and, 2015. Yeah, almost 10 years ago. So, yeah, this is about wolf conservation, and I am starting a Facebook page called Wolf Defenders Quest, and this is the resurrection of my other one that was on Google Plus. So, if you guys are interested in wolf conservation efforts and things like that, um, when I say comma, sorry, I'm so used to voice typing. This new phone has much better voice typing than my other phone. But anyway, if you guys are interested in helping make a difference for wolves via petitions or talking with state legislators or things like that, even all around the world, then please feel free to join that. I will try to find a way to put the page description, uh, the page link description in um the thingy uh sorry, I'm trying to think. Put the page description in the uh the page link in the description. There you go. Wow. Gee willikers, my poor brain. But anyway, let's get down to business. Oh, here we are. Okay, sorry. Ready to go. Wolf conservation. Saving wolves and protecting them from hostile situations. What is wolf conservation? The goals of wolf conservation are to teach people about the value of the wolf, to preserve wolf habitats, to show and come up with ways where wolves and humans can live peacefully together. This is a picture of a wolf conservation worker with a wolfie. And as you can tell, the wolf has his ears laid back. He's in a good mood. He's happy. He's healthy. He has a full coat of fur. He's been inoculated from rabies and other illnesses, so he's in great shape. However, I think that's a wolf dog hybrid because the legs are a little bit farther apart than what a wolf would usually be. This is my first ever book about wolves that I absolutely adore. It is Promise of the Wolves by Dorothy Hurst, and it's pretty much a uh, a f- a viewpoint of a wolf pack back uh, in the ancient era of humans, but back kind of more in the nomadic lifestyle of cavemen, and post Neanderthal, early Homo sapien kind of uh, people. And it's just kind of a really cool book, and that's kind of one of the things that jump started my love for wolves. I liked wolves for a little while before that, but when I read that book, it really kind of kicked that into high gear. Before I start my presentation, I want to thank Dorothy Hurst for writing the book that started my love of wolves. The book triggered something, and I started loving wolves after I read it. I'm pretty sure God had something to do with that. And yeah, because after this, when I started Wolf Defenders Quest, that really brought a lot of light to the wolves, and yeah, I had like almost 1,000 members in that group. Proverbs of the Wolves, published 2008, published by Simeon and Schuster. Very well made, takes you right into the story and puts you in the wolf's position. I thank you for giving your time to watch this presentation. I hope you enjoy and learn about our wonderful wolves. I'm sure you will feel different about them when we finish. I have fought for wolves for about 2 years at that time, signed many petitions, and shared all over the world the importance of the wolf. I thank the members of my communities and fellow supporters. They are Wolf Defenders Quest and Unity Wolf Quest. Okay, so wow, it's been a while. So at this time, I have already had these two groups up and running for 2 years. Wow. Okay. Gee willikers. Uh, yeah. Sorry, guys. It's been a very long time. So reading this again kind of reminds me of what the time frame of that was. So preservation, conservation, and education. Wolf Conservation Center, www.nywolf.org. EWCP Conserving Ethiopian Wolves. Wolf Conservation Center. My view why they need protection. They keep the ecosystem in check. They help filter out deadly illnesses due to rotting flesh. They are a marvel of God's creation. They fight for their families just like we do. They are great for tourism as well and provide a special experience no other animal can give. Oh goodness. My view why they need protection. They are intelligent, beautiful animals with a sophisticated social structure. They are the motivation for many cultures and people. They are also the source of many amazing encounters. They are also used as main characters in video games, much like the game Okami. That is such a fun game, by the way. If you guys ever get the chance and you have a Nintendo Wii or the PlayStation 4, I would highly recommend that you guys play the game Okami. You play as a beautiful wolf or the sun god Amaterasu, and yeah, you just play as a beautiful wolf, and you just run around, do all these shenanigans, and save the land of Nippon from Orochi, who is the evil, um, weird ball god of death thing, creature, demon, Death Star looking fella. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, where you play as the Wolf Link. Oop. Wolf Quest, a massive online multiplayer and offline player game. Okami, Japanese game where you play as the sun goddess Okami Amaterasu. Wolf Quest, can you survive the call of the wild? I played this game for years, and it's such an amazing and fun game. And yeah, I had so much fun with it, and there were ways to like exploit some of the mechanics of the game so you could progress a little easier. But yeah, and they have like Wolf Quest 2, Wolf Quest 3, Wolf Quest expansion packs, and so much more. And that is Okami, the sun god, Amaterasu, as a beautiful wolf, a beautiful white wolf with flames emanating from her body, and just a very intelligent creature that wants to spread good throughout the land. And that is the Twilight Princess wolfling, and as you can tell, they are a very beautiful creature. This big, burly, strong, beautiful wolf. A quick refresher on the wolf. Mammal, Canis lupus, carnivore. Head and body, 36 to 65 inches, tail 13 to 20 inches. Yeah, so they can be massive. And some of the ancient wolves can, were said to be almost 6 feet tall at the withers. So these were massive prehistoric wolves. So yeah, it's crazy what what they are. Approximately 110 pounds to 190 pounds. So you can get a 200-pound mega wolf, and that's pretty darn crazy. The group is called a pack. Average lifespan in the wild is 7 to 9 years. Oh, whoops, sorry. A quick refresher on the wolf. They are currently an endangered species. They did make a few appearances out of the endangered species, but then they quickly went back into the endangered species due to other governments trying to wipe them out, and then other governments trying to bring them back in, and just, man, it's a load of trouble. And the poor wolves are just going back and forth like a ping pong ball. They can run at a max speed of 32 to 39 miles per hour, meaning you're going to have to run like freaking Usain Bolt, and still you would not be able to outrun them. They are incredibly quick creatures, and they can run wicked fast. Wolves usually mate once a year, and generally in early spring, and the gestation period of the female is about 63 days, which is pretty freaking fast if you ask me. So, yeah, it's pretty impressive. The litter size of the puppies is around 4 to 7 pups. Some people call them cubs. I call them pups. Other people call them pups. So just kind of depends on what your preference is on to call them. But I just go by pups because they are wolves and they are canines. Why wolves are disliked? They, quote, kill people. There is a belief reinforced by the pathetic fairy tales and bogus popular stories that wolves kill people. Very few humans are killed by wolves. Most canine attacks on humans are perpetuated by coyotes and domesticated dog hybrids. Why wolves are disliked, part 2. They are territorial. Wolves are not naturally aggressive toward humans, but they are territorial. Once a wolf claims an area, very little can persuade otherwise. They kill livestock. They very seldom go after a rancher's livestock. Usually they are killed by wildcats and wild dogs, or sickness or injury. Sad, isn't it? Why wolves are disliked, part 3. They are vicious, probably from fear. Ever seen them killing? That would scare you. They are amongst the most effective killers in nature because they go for the most tender areas of an animal, like the throat and the underbelly. They, in seconds, can render a much larger animal than themselves hopeless. They are extra aggressive after a kill due to defending it. Why wolves are disliked? Woo! As you guys can tell, I love the effects and different things like that, and I didn't have access to Microsoft PowerPoint, so this is the best I could do on the free Microsoft Slides, Google Slides. But yeah, this still went very, very well. Here is a helpful link about reasons people believe that wolves are hated, and there are some very good reasons which are true. And blah, this is a link. Hmm. 9 reasons why we need wolves. 1. Without wolves and other large predators, ecosystems could go haywire. 2. Scavengers thrive when wolves are around, and they help themselves to the wolves' leftovers. Wolf kills feed more animals than by humans, since wolves scatter their carrion over the landscape. 9 reasons why we need wolves. Part 2. Wolf kills are also good for the soil. 5. When wolves disappeared from Yellowstone, coyotes preyed on pronghorn almost to the point of no return. 6. Deer and elk congregate in smaller groups when the wolves are around. This helps reduce the transmission of illnesses like chronic wasting disease, CWD. That's a wolf bark as my notification. 9 reasons why we need wolves more. 7. Plant eaters are less likely to overfeed on the areas near rivers, lakes, and streams that could damage fragile ecosystems and possibly damage other species. 8. I even heard they protect against climate change. And 9. Wolf tourism is an economic boom. And yes, they actually do protect against climate change because a lot of these plant eaters produce a lot of methane and CO2. And it is actually said that a lot of the CO2 that's in the atmosphere right now is actually because of large animals and large farms and overpopulation of plant eating species. So when you have wolves slowly kind of whittling down the numbers of the of the of the deer and the cows and elk and all that other kind of stuff, that means that that a lot of that excess CO2 and methane and other bad gases is actually brought down to more safe levels, and that helps protect more plants which eat the CO2 and methane, and then that therefore helps reduce climate change and global warming. So wolves are very essential predators because they help fight against multiples of that, and it's just a simple, easy answer to a lot of our problems. Peaceful repellent of wolves. Cracker shells, used as a deterrent. They do not cause physical harm or discomfort, but a loud sound and they travel a great distance before detonating and are very accurate. Pretty much cracker shells are airburst projectiles that release a lot of crackling and sounds to make animals scared and run away from that. It's pretty much like a pissed off version of a bottle rocket, so it's kind of cool. And you can use different fireworks and things as a repellent, but you want to be careful with the fireworks because they can set things on fire. So you want to be very assured that you're using something that won't cause massive fires. Red banners bat with electric wires. It is said to accumulate with the wolves. Sorry. It is said to interact with the wolf's mind, that if they go near the red banners, they will get a shock of discomfort. Very, very good. Peaceful repellent of wolves, part 2. Reducing attractions. Such as leaving dead animals around, leaving sick animals around. Let's see. What other attractions? Try to keep your animals from being seen from the outside, so that the way the wolves won't see them as a possible target. Have like ultrasonic emitters that are like a very high pitched sound to kind of make the wolves go away. There's so many different things that you can do to help keep wolves away without having to actually harm them. And you can also work with livestock guardian dogs like the Kangal or the Arabash or the Tibetan Mastiff or the German Shepherd or just a lot of these different dogs because just having a dog that barks defensively at a wolf or two is enough to make the wolves realize that it's probably not worth the trouble, and when they see that there are humans involved, they want to stay further away. Erecting barriers, fencing, flattery, and penning. So the penning pretty much makes defensive fences around your animals, helps keep wolves from getting through, and it also help prevents wolves from chasing your livestock and animals into the forest where they can be killed, because the wolves realize that they have to go through this weird fence-like structure and are just like, huh. So we have to either eat the animal here and risk being killed, or we go find something else to attack. And flattery is like other things that are like bright and obnoxious and kind of make the wolves not want to be around it. Increasing human presence, rangers and herders. So rangers and herders are very useful because they can provide a human presence that, much like wolves provide their own presence. So pretty much what we are doing is a pack mentality to the wolves. And when we have herders and rangers, that is our version of us wolves telling the other wolf pack to stay away from our territory. Scare tools, alarms, shock collars, non-lethal ammunition. So beanbag rounds are nice because they give you a pretty nasty wallop, but they won't kill you or do any permanent harm. Shock collars are nice because if the wolf tries to bite your dog or your animals, it will shock them instead and make them run away. Uh, you could do non-lethal ammunition like pepper rounds. Pepper rounds are nice because those use hyper concentrated capsaicin to really make the wolves be like, "Ow, that really hurts. I don't want to be around this," and they run away. You, you know, you really don't actually have to kill the wolves. There's so many different, like, the reasons to not kill wolves far outweigh the reasons why you should kill them. And if you use pepper ball rounds and things like that, the wolves won't get used to that, and they're going to teach their offspring, saying, "Hey, you're going to get pelted with these, and you really do not want to be around this territory. So stay away from that." And it'll be taught through the next generations, and soon you can have a peaceful uh, a coexistence. Alarms are also really nice because if you have directional alarms, like so we have artificial intelligence now, and you can have artificial intelligence boosted turrets that have a really powerful super loud alarm that screams at the wolf. And wolves are stealth predators. They work very hard to be quiet and not be seen. So when you have alarms that scream at them, the wolves realize that their cover is blown, and that also scares away other animals from around them. So that makes the wolves be like, darn it, we need to get out of here and go find something else that won't scream bloody murder at us. And randomizing grazing sites. Wolves are incredibly intelligent creatures, and they can pick up on certain areas of grazing sites on a rotating schedule, and they can also pick up on where the humans are not active, so they can pick off one or two of your animals uh, if you don't have enough people to keep watch over them all the time, especially if it's in a more secluded area. So when you randomize grazing sites and change them around, that not only helps the ecosystem and the ground replenish because it is moving things around and allowing the ground to replenish, so that way smaller animals and grass and plants can have a chance to regrow, but that also keeps the wolves guessing of where your animals might be in the future, so that way there'll be less opportunities for them to start to learn how to get at your animals, because they are like, ah, darn it, now we have to go to this other place because they aren't here like we thought they were going to be. Peaceful Repellent of Wolves Part 3. This here is a very good link to what we are looking for. They describe ways of repelling wolves with non-lethal methods. Next page will tell you right up on what some of the methods are. And then this is the www.defenders.org sites for wolves and protection of the wolves and the livestock simultaneously. You see, this is an electric fence with I think razor wire, or at least some kind of electric fence that with those red things, the red tassels, because wolves have different eyes than humans do, and certain colors that pop up to them emanate a sense of avoidance. And red usually in the animal kingdom means bad. Very bright colors usually means poisonous or bad or stay away from or possible trouble. So because these things pop up, wolves don't really want to be around that because it's their fluttering that is uncanny to them, and it also just kind of the bright red color kind of shines like a very annoying color to them, so they want to stay away from that. As you can see here, there is a Great Pyrenees Shepherd dog. Great Pyrenees Mountain Dog, and these dogs are great at defending against wolves because even if they can't hurt the wolves have a hard time hurting them because they have very thick fur that allows them to be able to sustain multiple bites and be able to be enough of a presence until the human can get out there and scare the wolves away. Now, if the wolves are attacking your shepherd or your mountain dog or things like that, then it's understandable if you shoot a couple of them because it's just like you want to protect your doggy because they are very valuable and it takes a lot of time and effort and money to train them. So that's an understandable reason why you might want to take one or two of the wolves, but but if you can, try to scatter them without killing too many of them because if they are under the protected registry, you might get a charge against you if you are too trigger happy. No, I think I think that they do have some oh my gosh, cattle armor. I totally forgot about this. So stupid. Okay, let's take a look. So this is kind of fun. So cattle armor is actually quite interesting. And we can take a look at this. Cowbird drone. Camera vision records predator approach. Alerts cattle with alarm call and strobe lights. It also tweets the rancher. Metal armor cape. Emits shock when pierced. GPS. Relocates cow for offsite monitoring. Solar pack trickle charges sonic devices and heart rate monitor. Earmuffs. Protects from sound emissions. Piezo and speaker system. Cowbell. Houses around the power supply for sound system. Heart rate monitor triggers deterrent devices according to stress level. Leg guards. Timed atomizers emit predator deterrent sense. So, if you have like super high quality cattle that you need to make absolute sure are protected, you can invest in some of these crazy weird cattle armor systems, and it's ridiculous. It's just like, all right, we have battle cows now. Yeah. So it's stupid, but it works. So it's just now, remember, this is like 9 or 10 years ago, so we have probably come up with some new, really weird ways to repel wolves without harming them or doing very little damage to them. So, this is probably outdated to some aspect, but yeah, it's still very relevant. And I totally forgot about this stupid battle cow armor system. It's so dumb and I love it. Ways we can support the wolf conservation efforts. Adopt a wolf. A symbolic adoption helps save real animals in the wild. Visit wildlife protection pages. Send a message to leaders in the government and money to help support wolves. Stay informed. Keep a checkup on the pages you visit and your email to see what is current or what is going to happen. It's pretty much like a newsletter, and you can sign up for those bad boys so that way you can be updated on what is going on. Ways we can support the wolf conservation efforts. Become a member of your local wildlife protection agencies and ones that are online, so you may donate money or insight to them. Also, you can give your opinion and even get rewards for helping out. Right. Be honorable and respectful in your support, because no one likes a poor sport or one who causes riots to happen. We don't want, like those stupid activists like Stop Oil or, those climate activists that are just kind of overall pricks and, poopy heads that block roadways or damage things. We want to be peaceful, but also let our presence be known. Places where you can go to help out the wolves and learn about them. Wolf Haven International on 3111 Offfoot Lane, Road, Southeast Tenino, Washington 98589. The World Wildlife Fund. They take in many donations so they may help animals currently in trouble or that can be hurt. The Sierra Club is known for helping in efforts of cleaning areas of toxic materials and materials something and are good for other purposes such as sponsored social fundraising events. Or air. Sorry. Okay, I see how I can make that go away now. Alright, I'm smart. I'm very tired. I do apologize. Don't worry, phone. We'll be done with this before your battery gets too low. So this is Wolf Haven International in Washington, and I have visited that a couple times in my life, because I wanted to go see wolves up close, and I just love Wolf Haven International. It's a really fun place. I bought cool things from them, and it's nice that that the things that you buy there go straight to that to the conservation efforts of the wolves, so that way they can be protected and rescued from rough situations. And this is the Sierra Club, founded in 1892. Crazy that they've been around for almost 140 years. That's crazy. And the World Wildlife Fund with the adorable panda. And here is something special. There are even schools and colleges which specialize in animal protection programs where they teach you all about how to handle different animals and different ways you can keep track and take care of them. It is amazing what people have come up with, and I suggest you look into it. I hear it is quite fun and you can learn to appreciate animals. Similarities of wolves and humans. Wolves. They have families. They have a social structure. They have a pack hierarchy. They defend their family. They have a courting period and then they become mates. And then humans. They also have families. They have a social structure. They have a government. They also defend their family, and they date and then marriage, and then are married. Wow, 30. Wow, it's 35 minutes. Yeah, I remember this presentation took almost an hour. That's funny. But yeah, here's a beautiful picture that somebody made of a mother wolf and all her little puppies. Mother wolves are very protective of their puppies, so you can see how much she cares about them, and it keeps a watch over them, and helps them grow. And here's a cute picture from a while back of two wolves, showing very deep affection for each other. You have the male wolf and the female wolf. They're just kind of mushing their faces together, and they're just adorable. They're beautiful creatures. They're soft, and just you can see that they have a deep love for each other. And then here is the dominance hierarchy. There is the alpha pair. There is the beta, which is the male or the female. So, and then alpha pairs are male and female. Then you have the young subordinates, which are kind of the like adolescent wolves, which are both male and female. Then you have the pups and juveniles, and then you have the omega, which is a male or female. And just so you guys know, the Omega may seem like the court jester or the kind of like the joke of the pack, but they in fact are actually treated very very well because they help break up tensions within the pack. They are actually kind of treated well in some areas because they are given certain parts of the meat that other wolves are not allowed to have. They help restore peace within the pack. They are good at being a playful individual. They are often sometimes picked on just because that's just kind of their role, but they are taken care of though in the pack, and it may seem like a demeaning um, position to be in, but it's a very important position for the structure of the pack. And here are the cited sites. All of this crap. So yeah, you just go and blah, 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 and then you can copy these on the video by doing like search or wherever. And the second one is opinions that people have. And then, here's a oh, look at that. Thank you for being my friend. And he's just two wolves, one looking this way, one looking this way. And yeah, it's just it's cute. I love wolves. Oh, and by the way, there's a really cool picture where it shows one wolf being an aggressor and then two wolves staring at the other individual. And it's shown that the female wolf has their head underneath the male's head. But in fact, that is not her being scared or showing submission. It, in fact, is her protecting the neck of her mate. So the other wolf is trying to be aggressive, and the male is standing there, staring them down. And the female has her jaws in front of her mate's neck. So that way, if the other wolf tries to do a cheap grab at his neck, her jaws can be the first that he runs into, and then the her mate can go in for the attack and attack him from the side, and help defend his female. So yeah, you will see incredible teamwork between both male and female wolves, and the mating pairs and all that, and it's truly amazing. Happy wolf, look at that big adorable pupper. Another happy wolf just staring at ya. Here's a wolf that's like rolling around in the snow, being all adorable and silly. Here's a happy wolf that that somebody got a nice picture of, and as you can tell, he's very content. He's just tromping around the woods, doing his thing, and just being the adorable wolf that he is. I found a blue wolf paw, and I love wolves, so got a beautiful blue wolf paw. And thanks for watching. And yeah, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this little presentation. This is kind of what I am trying to shoot for, so that way people can see what I'm trying to shoot for. And I might start another YouTube channel if the Astral Wolf Pack grows big enough. Because yeah, I might want to do another channel that is specifically is about wolves and wolf related things, so that way people can kind of have another appreciation about wolves and just how amazing they are. And maybe I can do more presentation videos, so that way more people can learn about just how amazing wolves are. But anyway, guys, this has been Zubin Dimitrov, aka Dinsville the Astral Wolf, and it has been an absolute pleasure having you guys here for this video. And I really do hope that you guys, enjoyed this video. It makes me happy being able to, you know, to, uh, to make these videos. And yeah, this is one of my more serious videos, I guess you could say, but I still want it to be fun. And yeah, I hope that you guys really enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys were able to learn a lot about wolves because of this. So yeah, always remember to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, and continue to be those amazing Wolfpack members that you guys are. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and it makes me happy that you know. I've been on YouTube for, since like 2013, which is quite a long time, almost over 10 years. And, I've been making videos for 9 years. And yeah, it's so cool that we've gone this far, and I really hope that you guys will share this video in particular with your friends, so that way more people can learn about wolf conservation. Because if we can get a big enough presence on this YouTube channel, and we can get enough Wolfpack members, aka subscribers, then I can get more we can get more people to learn about wolves, outside of my normal silly videos. And yeah, if we can get, this set up, that would be monumental, and that would make me extremely happy. And what I might do is re-download these videos after I save them to a playlist. And if the time ever comes for it, you know, uh, if the time ever comes for it, then what I can do, go away. What I can do is, download these again and put them on that new YouTube channel if we get enough people in support for that. Because if I can, restart Wolf Defenders Quest, not only on Facebook, but also maybe on Twitter, or maybe on well, I guess X, and then and maybe even on YouTube, we can turn this into an amazing new groundwork for an amazing group of people that are fighting to help protect the wolves, and just show just how amazing and relevant they are even still today. Wolves have been around ever since God created the earth, and they are still around today. So always support these amazing wolves. They help keep the world going round. Anyway, thanks again for watching this video, and I greatly look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. You guys stay awesome, and always remember, God bless.